Here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here but you're not. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories. And the memories bring back your. There's a time that I remember when I did not know no pain, when I believed in forever and everything would stay the same. Now my heart feel like December when somebody say your name. Cause I can't reach out to call you, but I know I will one day, yeah. Everybody hurts sometimes, everybody hurts someday, yeah, yeah. But everything gon' be alright. Gonna raise a glass and say, hey. Here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here but you're not. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories. And the memories bring back your. Memories bring back your. There's a time that I remember when I never felt so lost, and I felt all of the hatred was too powerful to stop. Now my heart feel like an ember and it's lighting up the dark. I'll carry these torches for you, and you know I'll never drop. Yeah. Everybody hurts sometimes, everybody hurts someday, yeah, yeah. But everything gon' be alright. Gonna raise a glass and say, hey. Here's to the ones that we got. Oh, cheers to the wish you were here but you're not. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories. And the memories bring back your. Memories bring back your. Memories bring back your. Memories bring back your. Here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here but you're not. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories. And the memories bring back your. There's a time that I remember when I did not know no pain, when I believed in forever and everything would stay the same. Now my heart feel like December when somebody say your name. Cause I can't reach out to call you, but I know I will one day, yeah. Everybody hurts sometimes, everybody hurts someday, yeah, yeah. But everything gon' be alright. Gonna raise a glass and say, hey. Here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here but you're not. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories. And the memories bring back your. Memories bring back your. There's a time that I remember when I never felt so lost, and I felt all of the hatred was too powerful to stop. and you know I'll never drop. Yeah, everybody hurts sometimes, everybody hurts someday. But everything gon' be alright. Gonna raise a glass and say, hey, here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories, and the memories bring back your memories bring back your memories bring back your memories bring back your. Here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories, and the memories bring back your. There's a time that I remember when I did not know no pain, when I believed in forever and everything would stay the same. Now my heart feel like December when somebody say your name. Cause I can't reach out to call you, but I know I will one day. Hey. Everybody hurts sometimes, everybody hurts someday. Hey, hey. But everything gon' be alright. Gonna raise a glass and say, hey, here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories, and the memories bring back your. Memories bring back your. There's a time that I remember when I never felt so lost, and I felt all of the hatred was too powerful to stop. Now my heart feel like an ember, and it's lighting up the dark. I'll carry these torches for you, and you know I'll never drop. Yeah, everybody hurts sometimes, everybody hurts someday. But everything gon' be alright. Gonna raise a glass and say, hey, here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories, and the memories bring back your. Memories bring back your. Memories bring back your. Memories bring back your. Here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way, 'cause the drinks bring back all the memories, and the memories bring back your. There's a time that I remember when I did not know no pain, when I believed in forever, everything would stay the same. Now my heart feel like December when somebody say your name, 'cause I can't reach out to call you, but I know I will one day. Hey. Everybody hurts sometimes, everybody hurts someday. Hey, hey. But everything gon' be alright. Gonna raise a glass and say, hey. Here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not, 'cause the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way, 'cause the drinks bring back all the memories, and the memories bring back your. Memories bring back your. There's a time that I remember when I never felt so lost, and I felt all of the hatred was too powerful to stop. Now my heart feel like an ember, and it's lighting up the dark. I'll carry these torches for you, and you know I'll never drop. Yeah. Everybody hurts sometimes, everybody hurts someday. Yeah, yeah. But everything gon' be alright. Gonna raise a glass and say, hey. Here's to the ones that we got. Oh. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not, 'cause the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way, 'cause the drinks bring back all the memories, and the memories bring back your. Memories bring back your. Memories bring back your. Memories bring back your. Here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not, 'cause the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way, 'cause the drinks bring back all the memories, and the memories bring back your. There's a time that I remember when I did not know no pain, when I believed in forever, everything would stay the same. Now my heart feel like December when somebody say your name, 'cause I can't reach out to call you, but I know I will one day. Yeah. Everybody hurts sometimes, everybody hurts someday. Yeah, yeah. But everything gon' be alright. Gonna raise a glass and say, hey. Here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not, 'cause the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way, 'cause the drinks bring back all the memories, and the memories bring back your. Memories bring back your. There's a time that I remember when I never felt so lost, and I felt all of the hatred was too powerful to stop. Now my heart feel like an ember, and it's lighting up the dark. I'll carry these torches for you, and you know I'll never drop. Yeah. Everybody hurts sometimes, everybody hurts someday. Yeah, yeah. But everything gon' be alright. Gonna raise a glass and say, hey. Here's to the ones that we got. the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories. And the memories bring back your
Just a few things prior to having the students walk down, the graduates walk down. If you could please silence your phones, that would be wonderful. And then if you could also now please join me in welcoming the graduating class of Fall 2021 OC Cohort 9. Graduates, families, and distinguished guests, welcome to the Fall 2021 USF poster presentation and pinning ceremony for the graduates of the Orange County ME/MSN program. My name is Dr. Margaret San Andrea, and I'm the program director for the Orange County campus. We are absolutely delighted to have all of you here in attendance to help us celebrate our graduates. The first part of our program will be a presentation of evidence-based projects that our graduates worked on over the last term. These provided the graduates the opportunities to practice in a healthcare environment and address identified system or patient issues and needs. The graduates focused on the design, coordination, and management of an evidence-based project, an improvement project, They worked very hard on these projects, and I am looking forward to their presentations. May I please have the first group come to stage, introduce themselves and their project.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tigran, and I have here with me our team, Heidi, Rachel, Ralph, Kayla, Camille, Rema. Patient falls are one of the most common adverse events that occur in hospitals, and they affect not only the patients economically and also a physical burden. If we can return one slide before. It's a pick-up question. Sorry, go one more slide. There we go. Okay, perfect. And so the question that we wanted to focus on for the entire project, it's called the pick-up question. And so in adult patients with fall risk, how effective is the bedside mobility assessment tool when compared to the absence of a fall risk assessment policy? Can we go back one more time? Next slide. There we go. When compared to the absence of a fall risk assessment policy in reducing patient falls with the implementation period of 6 weeks. So that's the question that we are focused on for the whole duration of our project. Thank you. Next slide.
Okay, I'm going to talk about the 5P's assessment. The first one is the purpose. The purpose for this study is to analyze the hospital data and determine the gaps in patient care that contributes to patient falls. For the population, we focus on adult patient admitted on telemetry unit. The population age range is between 20 to 90 years old, from all genders and from different ethnic background. For the professional, the medical telemetry unit has the capacity of 28 patient beds and total of 52 registered nurses. The process for the fall prevention is the medical telemetry unit is using the universal fall precaution, and the type of intervention offered depends on the patient risk factors. The pattern, the staff usually have the short meeting before each shift to discuss the daily goals and highlight the patient with high risk of falling.
Next slide, please. All right. So now I'm going to be talking about the BMAT flip cards. So we're going to have this inside the patient's room and outside the room. On these cards, we have a numerical grading scale starting from 1 to 4. 1's going to be the patient is total care, which is they're going to be more dependent. While 4 is going to be the patient is independent, will require no to little support. Additionally, we will have two identifying factors in each card. It will be a color and an object picture to it. So for BMAT 4, we're going to start with the most independent, little to no help. The patient will be able to move and transfer without any assisted devices. They will either be standby assist, gait belt needed, or they will be just completely independent. The two identifying factors we'll have on it will be a green color and the traffic light, which is going to have a green light on. The next BMAT will be number 3, which is going to be yellow. Yellow with a wet sign board on the floor. The patient's going to be able to bear some weight and require some assisted devices to stand or walk. And additionally, the patient may have some safety impaired awareness to them. We will need a Steady, a gait belt, and a walker or cane. Next slide, please. So for BMAT 2, we will have an orange color with a traffic cone on the picture. The patient can come to a sitting position and bear weight at least one leg, but cannot pull themselves up into a standing position or transfer. We will need a mobile lift, Golvo 9000, a Seraflex or air tap. These will require 2 or more medical professionals to help the patient. And lastly, we're going to be with the most dependent, will be the total care patient, will be BMAT 1. It will be the identifying factors will be a red color and a red stop sign. The patient's unable to move in the bed, transfer themselves, or unable to bear weight on one leg. The patient will need a mobile lift, Golvo 9000, a slide board, and an air tap, which also will need 2 medical staff members to help with equipment. Next slide.
So I'll be discussing the methodology part of our project. So the first step in our project was to analyze the data collected from the pre-survey, which examined patient safety, fall risk assessment, and the understanding of BMAT scores. The results showed that there were equipment shortcomings, communication deficits, and a gap in BMAT knowledge. So to address these issues, we created a 5-minute educational video that explained in detail each of the BMAT cards, just like Ralph did. And it also highlighted the importance of mobility assessment and the need for a nurse-driven protocol to prevent patient falls.
After we launched our video, we launched the flip cards. We laminated all the cards and held them together in sets of 4 rings and placed them above the patient's bed. This allowed the nurse to have the flip cards face forward to display the correct BMAT score. And in addition to that, the corresponding symbol was also placed outside the patient's room to easily identify the mobility level from both inside and out. And then after, we distributed post-survey evaluations, and this allowed us to reassess the knowledge on the BMAT score, get staff feedback from on the flip cards, and get data related to the reduction of patient falls on the unit.
Next slide, please. Okay, so what the results of our project allow us to do is determine whether or not our goals were met. Our first objective had a goal of 75% of nursing staff being able to appropriately apply a BMAT score. And so, as you can see from the graph on your guys' left, the blue is the post-intervention survey results, whereas the green is the pre-intervention survey results. Our goal was 75%, and we not only met that goal, we exceeded it with 12 out of the original 30 nursing staff replying, 83% could correctly identify the correct BMAT score. For the second objective, we wanted nurses to have 100% compliance with using the flip cards, which would be the substitute for an actual assessment within their electronic charting system, which will come later. Unfortunately, we were unable to determine whether or not that compliance was met. COVID restrictions prevented us from being on the hospital campus, and then the nursing manager's schedule was not syncing up with our goals.
So for objective 3, we aim for a 95% reduction in patient fall rates. Next slide, please. We aim for that reduction in 1 year after the initial FLIP implementation. So although only 4 weeks of data have been collected, we are able to see a small decline in falls from September to October 2021. So with the decline trend, we are able to project that in 1 year after the implementation, the fall rates on the unit will remain below the National Institute of Health National Database of Nursing Quality Indicators benchmark of 2.5 falls per 1,000 patient days.
Next slide, please. So I'll be discussing some of the nursing implications of our quality improvement project. First, it is so important for the nurse to continuous these reassessments of the patient's mobility status and then update it accordingly into the electronic medical record system. And that's in order for the entire healthcare team to have access to such information. Second, it's also super vital for the nurse to utilize these BMAT flip cards and symbols to quickly identify the patient's mobility status prior to assistance, and that enables the nurse to prepare the necessary equipment and materials to safely ambulate the patient.
All right. So how does this relate to being a CNL? So first, the first CNL competency is educators. So you educate staff on the unit on proper usage of BMAT flip cards and fall prevention techniques. The next competency is collaborator. So you coordinate with the interdisciplinary team on patient care. And the last competency is outcomes manager. So improves patient outcomes by analyzing fall data on the unit and implementing evidence-based interventions.
Sorry, close. Next slide, please. So, our next steps within this project are not only to continue to collect data, especially for those survey results and compliance with the flip cards, but we also want to reinforce education, especially for nurses determining the distinction between BMAT 2 and 3, as those were the lowest scoring areas. Additionally, we plan on updating our flip cards so that the usability is more compatible with the nurses and their daily routine. And then lastly, as soon as the BMAT and flip card system is part of regular daily practice, we plan on working with an informatics team to help put that BMAT assessment into the patient's electronic charting, or the nurse's electronic charting system, so that we can perform audits that the BMAT assessment was performed within 30 minutes of admission on the unit. And that's it. And here we go. We would like to welcome our second group to the stage.
Good afternoon. My name is Angel. Along with myself, Polly, Louisa, Crystalline, Tandy, Sarvi, Isel, and Evelyn are going to be talking about our quality improvement project, which is aimed at standardizing the transfer of care among preoperative nurses in a pediatric facility. Next slide, please. So this is just a copy of our board. It's going to be showcased in the lobby if you guys wanted to take a look. Next slide, please. So our issue is that we've been seeing repetitively that patients are arriving to the preoperative unit unprepared for the procedure. This can increase the potential for delays, dissatisfaction among nurses, and overall would decrease the productivity of the unit. So our focus for this project is to standardize communication by creating a tool called the job aid. And that's going to be utilized among the preoperative nurses and the surgical nurses during transfers. Next slide, please.
For our project, we use 5Ps microsystem assessment, which include of purpose, professionals, population, process, and pattern. For the purpose of our project, we create a job aid to standardize communication tool will improve nursing satisfaction during the handoff and decrease delays and increase efficiency. For the professionals, we include nurse, nurse educator, nurse leader, and interdisciplinary team. For population, we focus on pediatric patients ranging from 0 to 20 years of age. For the process, the job aid utilized prior to patients being transferred to pre-operative unit. The job aid will also communicate to the pre-operative nurse during the handoff. For the pattern, patient delays, low nurse satisfaction scores, miscommunication, unclear handoff report, and patient not properly prepared. Next slide, please.
And so the pickup question that we came up with, which is our clinical research question that kind of guide us throughout the implementation of this project, is in acute care pediatric hospitals, how does a standardized preoperative reminder and handoff compared to having no standardized tool affect nursing satisfaction of giving and receiving preoperative handoff, as well as safety events related to handoff omissions? And so we came up with 3 goals, and they are goal 1, which is to increase the number of patient assessments prior to arriving to the operation room by 20% by February 2022. Goal number 2 is to increase nursing satisfaction for handoff between inpatient and pre-op units for nurses by 20% by the end of February 2022. And lastly, our 3rd goal is to monitor patient safety and attempt to maintain 0 incidents by the end of February 2022. And these goals are measurable and time sensitive. However, I do want to mention that due to time restrictions, we won't be actually able to see our final results. However, we did implement a sustainability plan to help us monitor and evaluate our data, which we will delve further into this presentation. Next slide, please.
So we also performed a root cause analysis, and this is to evaluate the different factors that contribute to the overall problem. Within each category, we identified where and how these factors play a part in the overall problem, which allows us to figure out how to address it and how to modify it. It basically serves as evidence and an outline on where our focus should be throughout the project. Next slide, please. So we also did a cost analysis, which is performed to determine the cost of the job aid, which is estimated at 2 cents per copy, showing that it is cost efficient. The job aid can help decrease costs by improving turnaround time and improving the number of patients prepared prior to transferring them. And in addition, it can also be potentially cost saving by preventing any significant safety events and improving the productivity of the unit, which would allow for more funds to be distributed elsewhere on the unit. Next slide, please.
So the implementation of the job aid is one of the parts of our methodology. The job aid, as shown on the right, includes a top section titled the preparation for transfer to pre-op, and then the bottom 5P standardized handoff section for patient, problem, plan of care, pending, and precautions. It was modified and finalized with the feedback of a continuum of care committee.
A Gantt chart was created to use as a visual of a timeline of the job aid. There are 3 phases. For example, in phase 1 of the 11 weeks planning process, which included introducing the education module to the Continuum of Care Committee. In phase 2, which is the 4-week implementation process of the job aid that was deployed on December 1st to all units. In phase 3, which is results phase, tasks include a creation of the follow-up surveys for the 3rd, 6th, and 9-month marks of the implementation period.
Next slide, please. Next slide, please.
This is our current and expected outcomes. Prior to the job aid introduction, we did take surveys on nursing satisfaction to determine room for growth. In the pie chart closest to me, we can see how satisfied nurses are with the current handoff between inpatient units and the preoperative unit. We can see that there's around 20% of nurses that are either dissatisfied or mark themselves neutral with the handoff process. So there is room to grow on total overall satisfaction. And then the pie chart farthest from me, we can see how satisfied nurses are with how well prepared inpatients are prior to transfer. And we can see there lots of room for opportunity in terms of satisfaction. A little over 50% of nurses marked satisfied. We do expect the job aid to increase nursing satisfaction on both counts and are excited to see our future results.
Next slide, please. So as a clinical nurse leader, we played a vital role as a risk anticipator, an educator, and an outcomes manager. As a risk anticipator, we performed a needs assessment as well as creating a root cause analysis to determine the current barriers on the unit. And as an educator, we taught and coached the healthcare team on how to properly use the job aid through the usage of our educational module. And as CNLs, we should be available for our staff members when there are any questions or concerns regarding the job aid, as well as making rounds on the unit to make sure that this job aid is being used properly. Lastly, as an outcomes manager, we created and collected survey data on how comfortable nurses were with utilizing the job aid after the educational module was launched. And we also analyzed past surveys on what the issues were brought up by the nurses regarding pre-operative handoff. Next slide, please.
So as we mentioned previously, we were able to implement educational modules to the nurses where we provided a survey link at the end of the presentation. We really wanted to measure how confident nurses felt, if they understood the purpose of the tool, and we also left it open to suggestions. So when we analyzed this data, we saw that 80.8% of nurses were confident using this tool, while 19.2% were neutral, and 0 nurses marked unsatisfied. So that was great data. Everybody understood the tool. And then in addition to that, we feel like obviously the more satisfied nurses are using the tool, the more efficient it'll be. Next slide, please. So overall, our evaluation, we are trying to target 868 inpatient nursing staff to be surveyed. They had a deadline of 2 weeks. Within those 2 weeks, we unfortunately didn't receive all of the responses. That's why we do have preliminary data. We did receive 172 responses from nurses, where 139 marked confident, 33 were neutral, and 0 were non-confident. So due to time constraints from our curriculum, we will not be here to obviously measure this data and see everybody's responses, but because of this, like Larissa mentioned, we did recommend a sustainability plan where we will follow up on a tri-monthly basis through surveys, and this would allow us to continue to monitor safety events and nursing satisfaction rates as a result of the inadequate preparation. So to conclude, after the implementation of this tool, we are optimistic that it will increase nursing satisfaction rates and minimize patient safety risks. The job aid will essentially serve as a cohesive report and streamline care between units to eliminate the gaps in communication. Overall, this tool has the potential to be utilized in all microsystems in the healthcare setting. And this concludes our presentation. Thank you. With that said, we would like to welcome Group 3.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sarah, and myself, along with Joy, Kat, Leanne, Francesca, John, Jenna, Edward, and Tina, will be presenting to you our CNL Quality Improvement Project titled Improving Outcomes for Post-Cardiothoracic Surgery Patients. Next slide, please. This is our poster displaying our overall project, and it'll just be displayed in the foyer. Next slide, please. So the purpose of our project was to design a standardized nursing education program for them to complete, and it's for the CT surgery unit. And we created simulations and a teaching acronym to help them learn teach-back methodology, to use that methodology to conduct patient teaching on the unit. So to give a little background on how our presentation came about, the CT surgery unit nurses recognized that more patients were experiencing adverse events post-discharge and consequently were being readmitted to the unit more often. And when exploring possible causes for that trend, they recognized that nursing education, or that they were conducting patient education in a non-routine manner and it was not standardized. So our group got to play a role in creating a 3-part simulation and a teaching acronym to help them learn teach-back methodology to conduct a patient education program on the unit in a standardized manner. And Jenna will be presenting our main problem next.
Thank you, Sarah. So research has shown that quality patient education has a positive impact on patient outcomes. So with that being said, currently the cardiothoracic surgical unit lacks a standardized patient education protocol, as well as a system that allows RNs to document education teaching. So in order to assess the nurse's ability to provide quality patient education, a survey was administered and inconsistencies were found with the following. Perceptions regarding current patient education process, nursing knowledge of current discharge education information, and the nurse's confidence and ability to use the teach-back method consistently for every patient. The survey results in combination with increased adverse events indicated a need to create a standardized patient education protocol.
Next slide, please. Next slide, please. In order to help streamline our work this semester, our group created a Peacock question, and so we have spent this past semester discussing these questions. For adult post-cardiothoracic surgery patients, how effective is the implementation of a standardized nursing education program using simulation and teach-back methodology compared to the existing non-standardized patient teaching at reducing post-discharge adverse events and readmissions over the course of 1 year?
Next slide, please. All right, just to provide some context behind our study, it aims to compare pre- and post-intervention data. The study will rely on the nurses in their comprehension of patient education in post-CT surgery. To assess the lack of a standardized protocol, a 5-question survey was made and given to unit nurses. Each question focused on discharge education topics, nurse competence, and the ability to provide post-surgical education. Next slide, please. This is an example of our 5-question survey, which utilizes a 4-point Likert scale with answers of varying degrees of strongly agree, somewhat disagree, and strongly disagree.
Next slide, please. All right, so continuing on with the methods. So one of the major goals of our program, of our project was to implement a standardized patient education process that uses teach-back. So in order to do this, we facilitated 3 methods. Our first one was the creation of an acronym titled Happy Hearts, in which it basically condenses pre-existing discharge information into a way that is more easy for nurses to remember and teach to their patients. It also, since it's easy for the nurses to teach to their patients, it's also helpful for the patients to remember it and be able to teach it back to the nurses. We also help facilitate some simulation with case studies. So it helps the nurses to be able to learn about the acronym, practice it in a simulation that basically mimics real-life settings. And lastly, creating a charting tab on the Epic EHR. This helps ensure that nurses are charting that they are completing their patient education. And next slide, please. And then our measurable outcomes. So in order to gauge the impact of our interventions, we'll be gauging pre- and post-intervention data. So going back to what John was saying about the surveys, we'll see how confident nurses feel with their ability to use teach-back to teach their patients about their discharge information. And then also percentage of patients able to use teach-back about their discharge information back to their nurses. And then lastly, we'll be gauging the percentage of nurses charting patient education on the Epic EHR.
Next slide. So ethical considerations just speak to the ethical principles that healthcare providers uphold to basically give quality healthcare. to all patients. And in this project, we gave special consideration to the healthcare principle of patient autonomy, which is making sure that patients have, are well informed in order to make medical decisions. So two barriers that are two health disparities that we looked into were the disparity of language barriers and also health literacy. To overcome language barriers, we basically can utilize online translators that are used in a unit bedside, and they're accessible 24/7. And we also have patient literature available in multiple languages that reflect the patient population at the hospital. In terms of health literacy, the American Healthcare Association recommends that the reading level for printed health materials should not exceed the 6th grade level. So for this reason, we have basically easy to read brochures for the patient teachings, and we use lots of pictures. Next slide.
So this project is ongoing and it has yet to be implemented. So there aren't any results yet, but data will be collected in the next steps. For now, we came up with the Badge Buddy and the 3-part teaching simulation to help break down patient education that's easy to remember. We also came up with the teaching simulation that can be used as a tool to assist RNs with the discharge teaching and to ensure patients are adequately informed before discharge. So results are projected to show a decline in readmission rates post-intervention compared to pre-intervention.
Next slide, please. So for our discussion section, we're going to take a look through it with a PDSA cycle lens. So the PDSA cycle is the Plan, Do, Study Act. So currently in our project, we are in the do study stages. So we want to implement it within live practice. So really with our teach-back simulations, doing it in nursing in-services, as well as really utilizing that Badge Buddy with the acronym Happy Hearts. So within that, we want to also do further data assessing nurse perspectives, which we have, and also patient perspectives. So we'll be utilizing that through follow-up discharge calls and inpatient screening. So within that, we want to strengthen the internal validity in this study, hopefully leading to our main goal of an evidence-based practice within the nursing unit. This will help standardize to a meaningful use tool within EMR systems. So within the EMR system like Epic, having that banner tool so that it can go into microsystems within other hospitals as well.
Next slide, please. So for next steps and future implications, we are hoping to implement this into the Epic's electronic medical system, creating a more user-friendly interface and easier for other hospitals who are also using the same EMR to adopt. And for future implications, after this project is implemented, it could be used in yearly in-service and also new grad RN training programs, making it very sustainable. And also, we are looking to implement this externally to provide consistent data. And to sum it all up, the Happy Hearts acronym and simulation is a great way to facilitate teach-back education and also to standardize the discharge teaching process, ultimately leading to improved patient outcomes. That's it. Thank you.
I want to thank our graduates for a very informative and interesting presentation, so great work. Now we will have a break coming back at 3:30 to proceed with the pinning ceremony. If you could please allow our graduates to exit first, and then please take a break. We're going to have a slideshow for you while we have the intermission. So if the graduates could please stand and exit.
He took the midnight train going anywhere. Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. He took the midnight train going anywhere. A singer in a smoky room, a smell of wine and cheap perfume. For a smile they can share the night. It goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard. Their shadows searching in the night. Streetlights, people living just to find emotion, hiding somewhere in the night. Working hard to get my fill. Everybody wants a thrill. Paying anything to roll the dice just one more time. Some will win, some will lose. Some of them just sing the blues. Oh, the movie never ends. It goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard. Their shadows searching in the night. Streetlights, people living just to find emotion, hiding somewhere in the Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Streetlight people. Don't stop believing. Hold on. Streetlight people. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that Here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not. 'Cause the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way. 'Cause the drinks bring back all the memories. And the memories bring back your. There's a time that I remember when I did not know no pain. When I believed in forever and everything would stay the same. Now my heart feels like December when somebody say your name. 'Cause I can't reach out to call you, but I know I will one day. Hey. Everybody hurts sometimes, everybody hurts someday. Hey, hey. But everything gon' be alright. Gonna raise a glass and say, hey. Here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not. 'Cause the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the one back all the memories, and the memories bring back your. Memories bring back your. There's a time that I remember when I never felt so lost, and I felt all of the hatred was too powerful to stop. Now my heart feel like an ember, and it's lighting up the dark. I'll carry these torches for you, and you know I'll never drop. Yeah, everybody hurts sometimes, everybody hurts someday. Yeah, but everything gon' be alright. Gonna raise a glass and say, hey, here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories, and the memories bring back your. Memories bring back your. Memories bring back your. Memories bring back your. Here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories, and the memories bring back your. There's a time that I remember when I did not know no pain, when I believed in forever and everything would stay the same. Now my heart feel like December when somebody say your name. Cause I can't reach out to call you, but I know I will one day. Yeah. Everybody hurts sometimes, everybody hurts someday. Yeah, yeah. But everything gon' be alright. Gonna raise a glass and say, hey, here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories, and the memories bring back your. Memories bring back your. There's a time that I remember when I never felt so lost, and I felt all of the hatred was too powerful to stop. Now my heart feel like an ember, and it's lighting up the dark. I'll carry these torches for you, and you know I'll never drop. Yeah, everybody hurts sometimes, everybody hurts someday. Yeah, yeah. But everything gon' be alright. Gonna raise a glass and say, hey, here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories, and the memories bring back your. Memories bring back your. Here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not. 'Cause the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way. 'Cause the drinks bring back all the memories. And the memories bring back your. There's a time that I remember when I did not know no pain. When I believed in forever and everything would stay the same. Now my heart feel like December when somebody say your name. 'Cause I can't reach out to call you, but I know I will one day. Yeah. Everybody hurts sometimes, everybody hurts someday. Yeah, yeah. But everything gon' be alright. Gonna raise a glass and say, hey. Here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not. 'Cause the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way. 'Cause the drinks bring back all the memories. And the memories bring back your. Memories bring back your. There's a time that I remember when I never felt so lost. And I felt all of the hatred was too powerful to stop. Now my heart feel like an ember and it's lighting up the dark. I'll carry these torches for you, and you know I'll never drop. Yeah. Everybody hurts sometimes, everybody hurts someday. Yeah, yeah. But everything gon' be alright. Gonna raise a glass and say, hey. Here's to the ones that we got. Oh. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not. 'Cause the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way. 'Cause the drinks bring back all the memories. And the memories bring back your. Memories bring back your. Memories bring back your. Memories bring back your. Here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not. 'Cause the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way. 'Cause the drinks bring back all the memories. And the memories bring back your. There's a time that I remember when I did not know no pain. When I believed in forever and everything would stay the same. Now my heart feel like December when somebody say your name. 'Cause I can't reach out to call you, but I know I will one day. Yeah. Everybody hurts sometimes, everybody hurts someday. Yeah, yeah. But everything gon' be alright. Gonna raise a glass and say, hey. Here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not. 'Cause the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way. 'Cause the drinks bring back all the memories. And the memories bring back your. Memories bring back your. There's a time that I remember when I never felt so lost. And I felt all of the hatred was too powerful to stop. Now my heart feel like an ember, and it's lighting up the dark. I'll carry these torches for you, and you know I'll never drop. Yeah, everybody hurts sometimes, everybody hurts someday. Yeah.
All right, good afternoon. Thank you very much. I would now like to introduce again our graduating class of Fall 2021, Cohort 9.
My mama called, see you on TV. Sunset shit done changed. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I won't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Worked so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't never had the dedication. People hating, say we changing, look, we made it. Yeah, we made it. They was never friendly, yeah. Now I'm jumping out of Bentley, yeah. And I know I sound dramatic, yeah. But I know I had to have it, yeah. For the money, I'm a savage, yeah. I be itching like I had it, yeah. I'm surrounded 20.
All right, thank you. I would like to welcome you to the second part of our program, the pinning ceremony. The pinning ceremony is a solemn and symbolic ceremony. It welcomes the newly graduated nurse into the nursing profession. It marks the end of a very rigorous educational program and the beginning of their next journey in nursing. This is a time that next journey is going to be where they are going to have a life of service to those in need in their community. It is a time-honored tradition that new graduates look forward to with excitement and pride. Please join us in honoring the graduates for Fall 2021 Cohort 9. Thank you. I would now like to introduce our coordinator from Hilltop or San Francisco, Alexandra Kennedy, who will do the opening prayer.
Good afternoon. Let us begin our ceremony today with a prayer. Gracious and loving God, thank you for the pleasure and privilege of being together this afternoon. We are so thankful for the love, support, and presence of our peers, family, friends, faculty, and staff to commemorate this momentous occasion. We are fortunate to celebrate the conclusion of OC9's nursing education and clinical experiences with this ceremony. May our students continue to provide comfort to those in need, give strength and hope to those who are suffering, give peace to those in fear and pain, give love and nurture to those that are lonely, embrace death and comfort to those who mourn, carry out tasks as part of caring for themselves, each other, their families and friends, and the community. Blessed also be the works of their hands, Lord, that allow them to fulfill your purpose for their lives. For this and so much more, we are eternally grateful. Amen.
Thank you. Now I have the honor and pleasure of introducing our first speaker, Dr. Patricia Pierce. Dr. Pierce is the Dean of the School of Nursing and Health Professions and has come from our main campus in San Francisco to join us in honoring our graduates.
Thank you, Margaret. I'm an academic, so I wrote it.
I'm thrilled to be here. This is my first time in OC, my first time here in this school, and I'm very impressed with what I am seeing. I'd like to welcome everybody here today, students, their loved ones, faculty, staff, administrators. And I would like to express my gratitude at being included in this ceremony today. Every person in this room, bar none, has supported students in meeting their goals, in the hard work, invested in their education, and they should all be given kudos. This is the students' day, this is their big day, but they didn't do it without a whole lot of people behind them. These students really should be honored for your hard work, your diligence in pursuing your educational program, your pursuance of your dreams, and this is dreams. Graduating a cohort of students is always an experience of conflicting emotions for us. We always wonder, is this the beginning or is this the end? But this is not the end, it really is the beginning. So your remarkable accomplishments, you are joining 3.8 million nurses in the United States. That means you are entering an elite group of individuals, highly educated, with roles in practice, in teaching, in service, in policy, in research, across government agencies, in academics, in practice. Your limitations are only the limitations of your creativity for what you want to do. I've been a nurse since 1976. It makes me a very old nurse. And I'm very proud of it, and I've done a lot of things in nursing. And sitting in your chairs in 1976, if someone had said that I would be standing in front of a graduating class of really talented individuals going into nursing 40 years in the future, I would have just laughed them silly and said, "Are you kidding me? No way I'm going to do that." But here's to hoping that you, too, will do what I have done, and you will give to this profession, you will give to your patients, you will give to each other, and you will work forward and pay forward what you have done and what you need to do. Your graduation, your investment, has given you a mighty ticket to go anywhere. It represents living in a very privileged space, but you have to know to whom much is given, much will be required or expected. So there are a lot of expectations that will be placed on you. Your Catholic liberal arts education, the USF core values, freedom and responsibilities to pursue truth, learning as a humanizing social activity, looking at the common good that transcends individuals, excellent social responsibility, and a culture of service and lifelong learning are with you for your lifetime. So what are you going to do next? Where are you going to go? Some big decisions. I always tell my students when they're turning in a paper to me and I'm giving them feedback, I say, when I tell you it's done, 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 then it's really done. So you all are done, done, done. So you get to move on and you get to go into your next steps. For some of you, this may be a long due vacation that you're going to take, seeing family or friends, cleaning up all the paper in your house. It's time to take a nap, read a book you don't have to remember, and sort of replenish your energy and reinvigorate yourself. Although I have to say, walking into this room today, when you all came in, I thought they don't need to reinvigorate themselves. They are so highly charged right now. They are ready to turn the room on. So in closing, remember you did this. It means you can do anything. Don't forget your roots. Keep your feet on the ground. Work for the greater good and find God in everything that you do. Be the leader you have been prepared to be, and know that we are proud of you and your accomplishments. My last note, thank you for being our students. You make our world a richer place. We've learned a great deal from you, and we will continue to learn. We are investing our hope in you as the next leaders of the nursing profession. So congratulations on your hard work, and best to you in your future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Pierce. I now have the honor of introducing the faculty speaker as Dr. Ryan O'Malley.
Wow, thank you guys. I appreciate that. First off, I really want to say what a privilege it is to be your faculty speaker. I think it was an even bigger privilege to be a professor for what I consider to be the most difficult and the most important classes. Not just because I taught them, but I know I pushed everybody pretty hard throughout the 2 years, but, you know, every push us so hard. Why do we have to answer 50 difficult questions within 60 minutes? Why do we have to learn APA format? Why do we have to have references with a hanging indentation? These are just details. Don't agree, not yet. These are just details and have nothing to do with our future careers as nurses. Whenever I hear these questions and comments, it takes me back to my days in the ICU. One of those days, a patient stopped breathing. Okay, it's the ICU, those things happen. Okay. Anyway, the primary nurse of this patient, he had 20 years experience, accolades, Daisy Awards, this award, that award. In any event, he immediately called the code blue, started ventilating his patient using an ambu bag like he's supposed to. Okay? He also turned the oxygen way up to 15 liters a minute. No matter how hard he tried, and no matter how fast he bagged the patient, he could not get the oxygen level up. Okay? And because he called the code blue, there was like 12 people in this very, very small patient's room. There were doctors, fellows, residents, nurses, charge nurses, and a lot of ancillary staff I don't even remember. Despite everybody's best efforts, the oxygen saturation was still low. To make a very long and sad story short, it turned out that the oxygen was never connected in the first place. So the whole team was ventilating this patient with room air. Okay? So what's the moral of my little story here? Okay, this is the moral. Details do matter. These little details matter so much and will determine full recovery versus an anoxic brain injury. So the other moral of my little story here is more of a guarantee. I can guarantee that this group here, everybody here, knows the value of these details. So when you guys have a patient that, God forbid, stop breathing, I can guarantee everybody here that the oxygen will be connected. Okay? Definitely will be connected. Okay? Congratulations, OC9. And I'd also like to introduce the speaker, Miss Kat Lee. She's going to be the student speaker.
I don't know if I did that, but all right, wow. The whole me speaking thing was a little bit of a joke to start off with my friends, but here we are, so I guess it's a little bit too late to back out, so please bear with me. When I sat down to write this speech approximately 2 days ago and this morning, thank you, Tracy and Dr. San Andrea, for making me actually write it instead of just getting up here and wing it. I had the fleeting idea to go down the typical sentimental, how great was nursing school, you know, the one that we hear every single time that we walk into a graduation. And then I thought, you know what, that's kind of boring. We've all heard it a million times, and it didn't really correlate to what our nursing school journey was. And then I had this other great idea to be really funny, but the problem there is that my humor is not known for being PG, and I felt as though I might offend a couple people here, so I decided to go down the route which I thought most likely correlates with the journey that we had here at USF. 2 years ago, we stood in this very auditorium for a white coat ceremony. We all had huge smiles on our eyes. We were so excited for the journey we had in front of us. I remember we took a million pictures out there. I'm sure they're all over Instagram. You know, we shared stories with those of us in our cohort that had already been to clinical, so excited to go to USF and clean up some poop. We were so unaware of the journey we had in front of us. We were so unaware that just in a few weeks, our entire lives would be changed. Not only was our education going to be completely overhauled, but we were also going to see a complete change in our lives. What started as a much-needed 2-week spring break soon turned into unknown dates of return to clinical sites, social isolation, and an overhaul of the educational structure we are used to. But I guess that change in events was only a preparation for the career path that we have chosen. Sure, I can talk about the differences we have made in our patients' lives, or I can talk about the, quote, heroes that we are going to become in the future of our careers, but that's not really nursing, is it? That's not really the truth of what we're going to endure through the journey that we are taking on. Nursing isn't all smiles and easy days and good memories. Nursing is hard and painful and downright depressing some days. Nursing is standing on your feet for 12 and a half hours while you fight your hardest to stand between your death and your patients. It's holding a patient's hands after a terminal diagnosis. It's standing in the middle of a hospital room, pushing epi, pushing bicarb, doing everything you can think of to try to keep your patient from going off the brink. Nursing is doing your best to put aside your own stress and worries and ailments, to put an understanding face on for your patient as they yell at you and demand for you to give them more when you have nothing left to give. Nursing is grabbing endless warm blankets or graham crackers, all for the same patient, while reminding them that this is a hospital and not a Holiday Inn. And most importantly, nursing is lots of charting and lots of walking patients to the bathroom. But despite the hard moments, we chose this path because we were meant for it. Somewhere inside of us, we were built for these moments. We were built to thrive for this. We were built to thrive through the hard days, the sad days. We were built to endure until the days that make it worth it are there. Until the days when a patient looks in your eyes and tells you thank you. The days when your patient's families looks in your eyes and tells you thank you. That is what we are built for. Our nursing school journey, although over, is something that we will never forget. May it be the distinct sound of Professor Ryan telling me I'm wrong for the 500th time, or demanding that my references be done correctly when I swear that APA is the way I put it, or the frantic feeling of not being able to find an IV start kit in the middle of a simulation. Or let's not forget watching our classmates IV push potassium and successfully kill our simulation doll multiple times. I'm so sorry, Ralph. And most importantly, let's not forget that we all walked away with this new really great skill to hang up on people as fast as possible. Shout out to LADPH for teaching me how to do that right there. In all seriousness, I think we can agree that USS has left us with some amazing positives. I, for one, can say that I have left with great friends, great memories, and great determination. OC9, if there's something that nursing school during a pandemic taught us, it is that we are beyond willing to fight for ourselves and, most importantly, our patients. It has been said that our cohort was a lot to handle, and that might come as demeaning from other people, but I take pride in that moment. I take pride that we spent our 2 years fighting for our education, fighting to learn the knowledge that we needed to take care of our future patients. Although this journey was nothing as though we would have imagined, we never backed down when it came to advocating for the education we deserve. The fire and the determination to fight for what is right is something that I hope each of us will take into our clinical practice. I hope that we fight for our patients' health, our patients' safety, and our patients' rights the same way that we tirelessly fought for our education this past 2 years. In conclusion, I would like to thank my family, the USF professors, the USF staff, as well as my friends and classmates here. I could not have made where I am today without you guys standing by my side. Cohort 9 would also like to extend a warm thank you to Professor Ryan, who was our advisor throughout these 2 years, and we can all agree spearheaded our determination to get the education and the clinical placements that we deserved. Good luck in your adventures, OC9. I look forward to seeing the positive impact that you have on this world. Thank you.
Thank you, Kat. I would now like to present, we have a gift from the Orange County Graduate Nursing Association for OC9.
And now it's time to build from the bottom of the pit right to the top.
happy to say we will be doing the pinning ceremony. So I would like to invite the deans and faculty to the stage, as well as Tracy Allen, who will be reading the names. Also, if our pinners could please stand up and line up on the left side of the stage there, and if our graduates could please stand.
Angel Alberta, pinned by Greg Alberta, father. Sarah Bolt, pinner Lenora Bolt, mother. Francesca Caparas, pinner Emma May Kauser, mother. Heidi Cervantes, pinner Adriana and Ignacio Cervantes, mom and dad. Polly Chan, pinner Rayan and Yanni, mom and sister. Rachel Sharon Chin, pinner Chuck and Michelle Chin, father and mother. Ralph Joseph D. DeGamo, pinner Jocelyn and Roderick, mother and father. Leanne Deng, pinner Ryan O'Malley, professor, clinical instructor. Larissa Felix, pinner Maria Luisa Felix, mother. Kayla Griffith, Ryan O'Malley, and Gerardo Santana, best professor and significant other. Camille Inman, pinner Lori Inman, and Professor. Crystalline James, Mary and Brian James, Mom and Dad. Tandy Johnson Krause, Pinner, Tandy Johnson, Mom. Rayla Moyen Lau, Ken Kwok, Uncle. Catherine Lee, Pinners Sharon and Brian Lee, Mom and Dad. Tigran Marta Royson, Sarkis Marta Royson, father. Sarvanaz Momeni, Pinners Pedram Riazi and Sohila Rashidi, husband and mom. Joy Hoagland, Pinner David Hoagland, husband. Isela Nuno, Miguel and Sylvia Nuno, Pinners, parents. Jonathan Orbita Jr., Pinner Charlene Orbita, wife. Nagara Rod, Marla Martiza, mother. Jenna Renard, Pinner Eric Renard, brother. Evelyn Rodriguez, Pinner Tracy Allen. Program support. Bettini Sanborn, Pinners, Maya, Savannah, and Joshua Sanborn, daughters and son. Mariana Silva, Yadira and Adrian, Pinners, mom and dad. Edward Vargas, Tony Bui, friend. We will now recite the Nightingale Pledge, assisted by Dr. Lauren Knapp. If there are any nurses in the facility, please join us.
Congratulations. Okay. I solemnly pledge myself before God and in the presence of this assembly to faithfully practice my profession of nursing. I will do all in my power to make and maintain the highest standards and practices of this noble profession. I will hold in confidence all personal matters, committed to the keeping of the practice of my calling. I will constantly endeavor to increase my knowledge and skills in nursing and use them wisely. I will openly collaborate with other professionals in the medical community and devote myself to the welfare of those placed in my care. I will seek to nurse those who are ill wherever they may be and whenever they are in need. I will endeavor to fulfill my rights and privileges as a good citizen and take my share of responsibility in promoting the health and well-being of the community. I will be active in assisting others in safeguarding and promoting the health and happiness of all humankind. Congratulations. And I have the pleasure of introducing our Senior Associate Dean, Dr. June Madsen-Clausen.
We're going to let the graduates exit, so give us just a minute. Good afternoon. I'm going to go off script for just a moment and say what a beautiful pinning ceremony this was. Dean Pierce and I were privileged to be standing in the middle of the stage and have a close view of each of you being pinned by the person or persons you chose. And it's just so lovely that all your families and friends are here to support you. And I just want to say, congratulations, OC9. I'm June Madsen-Clausen. I'm speaking to you in my role as Senior Associate Dean for the School of Nursing and Health Professions. I am honored to be here as part of this pinning ceremony. And in addition to congratulations to OC9, I want to say thank you. Thank you for your hard work. Thank you for your sacrifices. Thank you for supporting each other during an intense and life-changing program. Thank you for your patience and your flexibility during this global pandemic, which has deeply impacted our world. Thank you for laughing and crying with each other and with us, and for raising your voice. Thank you for engaging every person you meet with love, dignity, and respect. Thank you for expecting the best from all of us. We are so proud to claim you as graduates of the School of Nursing and Health Professions at the University of San Francisco. As we conclude this beautiful ceremony, honoring you and welcoming you to the profession of nursing, I will close with a quote from a nurse, Mother Teresa. People are often unreasonable, illogical, and self-centered. Forgive them anyway. If you are kind, people may accuse you of selfish, ulterior motives. Be kind anyway. If you are successful, you will win some false friends and some true enemies. Succeed anyway. If you are honest and frank, people may cheat you. Be honest and frank anyway. What you spend years building, someone could destroy overnight. Build anyway. If you find serenity and happiness, they may be jealous. Be happy anyway. The good you do today, people will often forget tomorrow. Do good anyway. Give the world the best you have, and it may never be enough. Give your best anyway. You see, in the final analysis, it is between you and your God. It was never between you and them anyway. Thank you. And again, congratulations.
Okay, so that concludes our pinning ceremony. I want to thank all of you for coming. Especially want to congratulate OC9. You did a wonderful job. You have so much to be proud of, and the best of luck to you. What I would like to do first is, if you would not mind, let our graduates leave first, and then everybody can meet them out in the patio area. Okay, so the graduates would please stand and exit.
A celebration to last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gon' celebrate your celebration. Celebrate good times, come on. Let's celebrate. There's a party going on right here, a dedication to last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gon' celebrate and party with you. Come on now. Celebration. Let's all celebrate and have a good time. Yeah, yeah. Celebration. We gon' celebrate and have a good time. It's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure? Everyone around the world, come on! It's a celebration. It's a celebration.